Paramahamsa Nithyananda, a rare living incarnation, is named among the world's 100 most spiritually influential personalities today. Paramahamsa Nithyananda has been placed alongside Dalai Lama, Nelson Mandela, Oprah Winfrey, Paulo Coelho and others by Mind, Body, Spirit, the world's top esoteric magazine from Watkins, London's oldest and largest bookstore. A yogi by birth, he has been expressing his power of enlightenment since birth. He has authored more than 500 books in Tamil and English. Translations of these books are available in 26 languages in Telugu, Kannada, Malayalam, Hindi, Sanskrit, Gujarati, Oriya, Bengali, Marathi, French, Malay, Polish, Portuguese, Italian, German, Danish, Spanish, Russian and Chinese. He is also an exemplary speaker with over 10,000 hours of profound life solutions through his discourses. Social services such as Annadan, free medical care, free educational services with ashrams, schools, temples, hospitals established in more than 140 places around the world, offering exceptional services. A powerful spiritual healer who has healed millions of people of diseases from migraine to cancer. A Kriya Yogi who has formulated Kriyas for physical health and mental well-being, benefiting thousands. A living master who offers practical solutions for our everyday problems. He is the founder and spiritual head of Nithyananda Dhyanapitham, a spiritual powerhouse who has revived the sacred Vedic tradition by establishing Vedic temples in places like Los Angeles, San Jose, Seattle, Toronto, Ohio, Oklahoma, Phoenix, St. Louis, Malaysia, Brazil, Paris, Guadeloupe, Dallas, New York, New Jersey, Atlanta, Calgary, Vancouver, Singapore, and places in India like Bengaluru, Hyderabad, Tiruvannamalai. A spiritual guru for 10 million followers, an incarnation who transmits the highest spiritual energy through initiation, a contemporary yogi who has revived the Vedic science of yoga worldwide through thousands of yoga centers, an adept in Ashtamahasiddhis, mystical yogic powers, who has effortlessly awakened the Kundalini of thousands and graced them with spiritual powers, a dynamic young guru who is an inspiration for thousands of youngsters, India's most watched spiritual guru online, a beacon of spiritual light. Paramahamsa Nithyananda is an eternal Kalpataru, blessing the world with the boons of material abundance and spiritual enlightenment. He is the 293rd pontiff of the world's most ancient Hindu organization, Madurai Adinam.
Nithyanandaya swagatam Anandanubhavaswadam Sarvaroganivarakam Vande Papa Vinashaktam Nithyanandaya swagatam Nityamuktam Nirvikalpam Dhyanaloka Pradipakam Vande Shantamayam Bandham Nithyanandaya swagatam Anandagandha Sancharam Sarvopadhi Vinirmuktam Vande Jnanalayam Natham Nithyanandaya swagatam.
Bahya sparsheshu asaktatma vindatyatmani yat sukham sabrahma yoga yuktatma sukhamakshayam ashnute. One who is not attached to the outer world, one who remains without resistance when he comes into contact with anything external and discovers the ease with his self, being wholly intent on his connection with the Supreme, enjoys inexhaustible comfort, a powerful method to liberate yourself from the patterns on depending external things. Sukham akshayam ashnute, inexhaustible comfort. One who remains without resistance when he comes into contact with anything external and discovers the ease with his self, being wholly intent on his connection with the Supreme, enjoys inexhaustible comfort. Anything external. Beautiful word Bhagavan is using. Bahya sparsheshu asaktatma. See, when anything external comes in contact with you, or you coming in contact with anything external, if it does not shake you, you are established in the experience of the self. You achieve inexhaustible comfort. Anything you can give up to achieve this experience, because the glimpse of the experience will solve the doubts. I tell you one thing. I am not giving you any high philosophy or teaching or preaching. I am just trying to expand your logic to a larger perspective. I am just giving you the big picture. I tell you, just because you know the big picture, the darshan and presence of the Kailash makes you feel worthy of the discomforts and uncomforts you may need to go through. The darshan or the presence of the self is worthy of going through and giving up any number of bodies to establish yourself in this experience. Bhagavan says, remain without resistance, established in the self. Even any external things comes in contact with yourself. You all can do this. When you try, you have some practical problems. I am trying, but if I go in the same line, I may lose my body. I may give up my whole life. I may lose this joy. I may lose that joy. I tell you, everything is worthy of losing for this experience of the Supreme Self. But the courage with which they took the decision, that is worth having. I tell you, for enlightenment, anything is worth giving up. When I say these words, I only feel God. I am not able to give evidence. Because human beings, negative human beings never believe enlightened beings' words. A little sensitive human beings take enlightened beings' words more like a philosophical teaching. Little more sensitive beings take enlightened beings' words like a poetry. Only very few take enlightened masters' teachings as a fact. I only feel inadequate. I do not have adequate evidence to provide in your language the way in which you understand, to make you experience this is fact. If I hit the right chord and make you experience these words as a fact, there will not be any struggle, either in your spiritual practice or enlightenment.
Inner awakening, stunning health recoveries, 100% cure for depression, insomnia, asthma, fatigue, chronic pain, insecurity, panic attacks, and other major disorders. Awaken the Kundalini Shakti, the dormant energy within. What would you do if you had 1300% more energy? A disease-free mind and body is your first wealth. Claim it at Inner Awakening. Inner Awakening, a 21-day meditation retreat with rare living incarnation, Paramahamsa Nithyananda. For more information, please contact Nithyananda Dhyanapitham, Nithyananda Nagar, Bidadi, Bengaluru. Phone 7760980635 and 8277490091.
I do not have the testifiable, verifiable evidence other than myself. I am making this statement, Bhagavan is making this statement in Gita, I am repeating it. He says, if you are established without having any disturbance from anything external, you achieve the inexhaustible joy. Sukham akshayam asnute. It is unfortunate that I am sitting here, but I do not have verifiable evidence for you other than myself. That is why every day I go on opening myself to you. If you go on looking into my depths of various dimensions, you will understand the authenticity of me. Please understand, there is no other way that I can make you enlightened, I can make you achieve the ultimate other than making you experience the authenticity of me. The other day somebody asked me a question. I understand you teach enlightenment science. A media person asked me this question. Why so much of you is in the front? I tell you, I am helpless. I am the only witness I have. I am the only evidence I have to make you understand all my statements are facts, neither philosophy nor poetry. Otherwise, Krishna's these words look more as philosophy or as poetry. It is neither philosophy nor poetry, it's a fact. How will I prove it? I have no other evidence other than me. So I need to go on opening myself and making different my dimension accessible to you. People ask me, why suddenly this Nirahara Samyama, hungerless meditation? Through this Nirahara Samyama, I am making you experience one of my dimension, authenticity of my dimension. See, when I say let your body discover the ability to create energy directly from the ether, and your body discovers it and you feel like not eating for a few days, you discover the authenticity of my words. So my words can become more a fact for you, not a philosophy or poetry. Just 2 days before, somebody came and told me that Kailash participant, that Swamiji, I am not able to eat because from morning I am feeling over energy because of that meditation. See, when you really find your body does not need food and it is just overflowing with energy, you are finding the authenticity of one of my dimensions. Now Ellen can understand when I say I lived practically without food for weeks or months continuously during my Parivraj Yatra. At a stretch, I think I remained without food at least 2 months. Not with struggle or fighting, just as a casual lifestyle. When I utter this word, I know for some of you it is false. We know this fellow tells only this kind of stories. For some of you it is a poetry. Wow, what a great person. For some of you it is a philosophy. Wow, a great teaching. But for Alan, it will be fact because she has seen it. Because she has seen it in her life, somehow I am able to give her verifiable in her life evidence which can be verifiable in her life. Once she receives that, this dimension is fact for her. All my samyamas are nothing but providing verifiable evidence for all you guys to experience my different dimensions and realize my teachings are facts. It is neither song nor tattva nor philosophy. It is statement of fact. It is neither song, poetry, nor philosophy, tattva. Philosophy means I am defining philosophy to you, understand? Putting such a technical terms in various ways, you will feel as if you understand, but when you catch the neck of the philosopher, he will be able to easily open one door and escape from his words. Is philosophy. My words are neither poetry nor philosophy. It is a fact. Like when you stand in the court stand under the oath, whatever you say has to be truth or you will be punished for perjury. When I sit in this seat and utter any word, I am sitting on Vyasapita. I have to be honest to Vyasa, Lord of all the enlightened masters. Please understand, the teaching seat is traditionally called Vyasapita Avatumbara Mahasimhasana. Avadutas, the great beings, when they sit and start teaching, those seats are called Vyasapitas. So I have to be honest and truthful to Vyasa. I am answerable to Vyasa. Otherwise, I have to accept the punishment of cosmic perjury. So understand, every statement I am uttering is a fact. I know the modern day youth is really suffering. Humanity has never faced this crisis. I have created a one-year program where you can study the spiritual truths.
Nitya Yoga practices to create healthy body. Spiritual discourses to develop mental health. Meditations that help balance emotions. Kriyas to break mental patterns that create suffering. Opportunity to express leadership qualities. Techniques that improve creative skills. Learn to break all self-limiting barriers to achieve your dreams. Ananda Yogam.
I am providing a platform for you to think, meditate, contemplate and decide about your future I am giving you 1 year free food, shelter, clothes, above all the spiritual education and intelligence and intuition to take decision about your future.
Every participant is taught the Vedic truths to live life as it leads, in a nurturing ambience, along with inspirational spiritual education that helps bring out the best and achieve one's highest potential.
Youth across the world can come and spend an year in Ananda Yogam to work on you, to discover your future, to discover your destiny or recreate your destiny. I'll open my house for you for 1 year completely free. Come and stay here, discover and recreate your destiny.
Interviews at Nithyananda Dhyanapitham, Nithyananda Nagar, Bidadi, Bengaluru, 97422 03311.
What I am uttering is verifiable facts. Keeping Mahaprabhu Vyasa, please understand, Vyasa is responsible for all the various methods and expressions of enlightenment science. Jivan Mukti Vijnana. So all of us are answerable to Vyasa. We have to be true to Vyasa. Vyasa is a compiler of Mahabharata, author of Mahabharata and compiler of all 4 Vedas. All teachers' seats are called as Vyasapita in Vedic tradition. So anybody assumes the stage to talk to people is answerable to Vyasa. Anybody assumes the Vyasapita and relates to people is now committed to Vyasa. I tell you, whatever I am uttering, I am answerable to Vyasa. Understand how big responsibility it is. Like when I initiate somebody as a teacher and ask them to take LBP or NSP or any class, whatever they teach, they are answerable to me end of the day. Same way, whatever I teach, I am answerable to Vyasa end of the day. With that responsibility I am telling you, whatever I am uttering is fact, keeping Vyasa as witness. I tell you, anything is worthy of giving up to experience the glimpse of self. When you start trying not to be affected by anything external, again and again being centered on unclutching. If your logical mind says if you go in the same way, you may lose your son, you may lose your family, you may lose your house, you may lose your body, you may lose your health, I tell you, keeping Vyasa as witness, invoking the Vyasa's presence, I tell you, anything is worthy of giving up and losing to be centered on this unclutching, the ultimate supreme self. Anything is worthy of giving up. I know I am inspiring you guys too much, but as Vyasa is witness, I am not allowed to compromise or dilute the original teachings. Because Vyasa is witness, I am bound to tell only the truths and fact. Because Vyasa is witness, I am bound to tell only the truth. I have no right to dilute the teachings for your comfort or convenience. Truth is truth is truth. Let you all achieve, experience, live, express, radiate, share and explode in eternal bliss. Nithyananda.
Nithyananda Dhyanapitham, Nithyananda Nagar, off Mysore Road, Bidadi, Bangalore, 562109. Contact 097422033311. www.nithyananda.org. www.youtube.com/Life Bliss Foundation.